All right, guys. Today is March 2nd already. I can't even believe it. It is a brand new month. Thank goodness. I am so excited for this new month. Um, March is going to be great. I just have that feeling. Have you ever had a feeling that a month was just going to be really good? That's the feeling that I have right now for March. Right now, guys, the volume on our team, that means our team is growing. That means how much volume we've produced. It is bigger this week than it has ever been, which is awesome. That means that we are impacting lives and that people are, actually being like, yeah, we want to be a part of what you're doing. And they see the light and they want to come join us because they see the great opportunity that is here for us. So that is a great thing whenever you have your team volume so high. And I can remember seriously this time last year. Yeah, this time last year, guys, my volume was maybe 200 for a whole week. And just to see it grow so much in just this month, it's amazing. And it's very humbling. And it's also very much like, holy crap, like our team is just growing by leaps and bounds. And could not be more proud of you guys because that's a true testament to you and the lives that you're impacting, and how you guys are showing people that these products work and you're helping people get great results. Because remember, our main goal when people join us, when they join a challenge group, is they become an advocate, right? Your job is to help them get amazing results. And when they get amazing results with these programs, because they do if they do them correctly, they're either going to become a coach on your team or they're going to become a great advocate for you, right? They're going to be a Beachbody supporter instead of a Beachbody hater on social media, right? Because we all get haters every once in a while. All right. So that's our goal, is to create advocates. And just by the size of our volume on our team wide, we're creating advocates all over the place. And that makes me so happy and so thrilled. So that is a true testament to you. So great job this week. I mean, the month volume is crazy from February, but this week our volume is super, super high, which is fantastic. So we're going to keep that momentum going, and we're going to really turbocharge March. I think it's going to be awesome. I really, really do. I just have a feeling this is like the turning point in our team and in your business. I really feel like that's how it's going to be. So we're going to go through a few announcements first, and then we'll kind of dive into the meat of our call tonight. It's all about posting on social media and how to share your story effectively. And, I pulled some great, from other coaches in the organization, some things that they do and how they share Shakeology, how they share when a recipe totally flops, and how it gets being relatable and not being that salesy person that everybody hates. Okay, nobody wants to know what program's on sale for the month. I have news for you. Nobody's coming to social media to buy something. They're coming to socialize. So you have to share your story effectively. So that way you're not offending people, and people aren't just, oh, there's another person selling something on my Facebook wall. We want to gain followers, not gain people unfollowing us. So we're going to talk tonight about how to make sure our social media fits that. The do's and don'ts, the good, the bad, and the ugly as we go through. So first up, just a few announcements. Our March calendar, and it's so funny, I screenshot this and then I looked at it and was like, oh, this is already wrong. Okay, our team calls are at 8:30 p.m. They're updated already on our calendar in the team page, but they're at 8:30 p.m. from now on. I think that works a little bit better for me. And I know if I was on the East Coast, 9 p.m. calls would be really hard to be on because it's late and I'm an old lady and I like to be in bed early. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time works for me right now. My sitter's here, and that works perfect for me. So that is what our team call time will be, is 8:30. So another couple things just to note on this calendar. Challenge groups. For me personally, I try to run 2 challenge groups per month. For me, I have them mapped out. You are more than welcome to follow suit and do the same type of schedule that I do. So my challenge groups are kicking off on the 7th and on the 21st. Maybe you only want to run one challenge group. That's fine. Pick your start date and get it on your calendar. I picked up this calendar at Walmart for like $2, and I map out our month on this calendar before I put it electronically. Get yourself a little calendar and map out your plan for your month. This is a great guide to go off of so you know what's going on with our team, but figure out when you want to put your next challenge group. When do you want it to start? Because you're inviting every day, right? So you need something to invite to. If you don't have a challenge group yet, set in your calendar. That's your job tonight. You have to pick a Monday to start your challenge group. Don't put it for the 28th. Have it the 14th or the 21st, because you want to be well on your way to Success Club this week so you can rest easy toward the end of the night, toward the end of the month. Okay. So that is my suggestion, is you go through and you set your date for your challenge group start. For me, I run 2 per month. Because I always have. That's how I like to do it. But if you're not ready to run 2, run 1. Pick 1 start date, and that's what you're inviting to. And when you put your own challenge group start date, you're starting a challenge group on the 14th, that gives you a deadline to get your challengers by, right? It kind of lights a fire under you. Like, oh, I better get inviting. I better make these challenge packs come in, because it's time to get people in a challenge group, because you have a cutoff date. So those are my challenge groups. And you'll notice in my social media, I follow the same schedule every single month. The first half of the month, I'm inviting to challenge groups. So my posts are geared more toward clean eating, sharing how I use my portion containers, making sure I'm a product of the product, making sure I'm sharing those things, all the things challenge group related. And then after I hit Success Club, after I have my challenge group set around the 14th or so, 15th, I switch gears and start posting about the business opportunity. And I invite people to that. I'm jabbing, and that means just sharing on social media how this business affects my life, the good, how I love being home with my kids. And then I have a clear call to action. Come join my team. We have a live event on the 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where you can come learn more. So the first half of the month, you should be challenge group driven. Get yourself to Success Club. The latter half of the month, it should be business related, because we want to have people come join our team, right? We're a great team to be a part of, right? And we want people to come join us and to experience this as well. So, our calls are kind of going to gear toward that a little bit more. First half of the month, very Success Club driven, very challenge group driven. The latter half of the month, we're going to shift gears and kind of go into a business mode and learn more about business stuff, because I want you guys to drive your posts. If you're not already following top coaches, Melanie Mitro, Bonnie Engel, Lindsay Matway, you need to be following them on social media. Watch their posts. I still do that, guys. I learn stuff from them all the time about how to post on social media and how to share my story. Yes, I read their story, but I see how they present it. And then I say, okay, they presented it in this way, and now I need to present my story in a similar fashion. You need to be really good about sharing your story on your social media page and your journey, because people want to know what you're doing. Okay. They don't want to know what you're doing. They want to know why you're doing it. So you have to get a little open, and you need to know what you're going through, and you need to know how to share that. And the only way you're going to learn is by watching people who know what they're doing. The best way is to learn by example. So I really encourage you tonight to set your challenge group date. And I want you to go look at some posts. I'm going to share some great ones with you in this call tonight. So questions about our team calendar at all? At all? All right. Oh, one other thing. On the 28th, our team call will be pairing up with Val Bozzo and Legacy United. We'll be doing a live power hour event on the 28th. So she and I will be hosting that together. I found that out about 10 minutes before this call happened. So that's why it's not on there. So just moving right along. Our March promotions, a 22-minute hardcore launched yesterday on the 1st, and they have 2 options for challenge packs with that. You can get Shakeology or Performance Line with it, and that includes this month only a PT sandbag, because you need a sandbag to do some of these workouts. A weight would work just fine, but you're getting a PT sandbag with the challenge pack this month, and that is on promo for $140. If you don't know about 22-minute hardcore, educate yourself. Go to YouTube, watch videos on it. Go in your back office, look in the Coach Breaking News, learn about the new program. If you feel like it's something that you want to try, purchase it and work your way through it and share your journey as you're going through. That's a great way to really show people great results. If you need, photos of somebody who has results because it's a brand new program, Val Bozzo posted a whole photo album full of test group results. So go through there and you can share those transformations, because guess what? Nobody's completed this except for the test group people. So you don't have your own transformation to share yet. So it's perfectly acceptable to share people from the test group. If you want to promote this program, go for it and make sure you go through and you commit to it for 60 days and you get great results. The other program on sale this month is PIO, and they also have the PIO Kickstart on promo that couples the 3-day refresh with PIO. Just PIO with Shaco is $140, the PIO Kickstart is $180, and then the 3-day refresh is $140. The 3-day refresh is a great challenge pack, and here's why. It is perfect for those people you invite. They're like, well, I already have the 21-day fix. And you're like, well, crap, that was the program I was going to recommend for you. And you think, okay, well, they need Shakeology, and I would love to work with them, and I would love to have 2 Success Club points as well. The 3-day refresh is a great option because it gives them a 3-day cleanse and their Shakeology. So that's a great route to go for people who already have a Beachbody program, but they want to be in your challenge group and they need Shakeology. That's a great deal, $140 for the 3-day refresh. Another great deal is the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, $140 for Shakeology, and then 3 months of Beachbody On Demand paid for with their challenge pack purchase. And that's a great way for people who already have a program but want Shakeology. It's a great thing for them to use as well. So it's all about just knowing how to, use that to your advantage, use these promos to your advantage, and have a conversation with somebody. That's really, really what it boils down to. Okay. Just a few other announcements. 22-minute hardcore. On Monday, there was a national wake-up call from Tony. So he gave you all kinds of great information on that national wake-up call. That recording is in your Coach Breaking News in your back office. So go ahead and educate yourself on that, the product training guides, and share your journey as you work through it. Another great thing that Beachbody just came out is the Challenge Group app. If you have not already looked at this, it's in your Coach Breaking News. Go look at it. All the details on the Challenge Group app. This is an app run exclusively on your phone, and it's through Beachbody. When they purchase a challenge pack and they have access to this app, and it is a way for you to run your challenge groups off of Facebook. Okay, I have not personally looked into this yet because I have not had time to. I know, lamest excuse ever, but I haven't had time to. I swear I haven't. But from what I have heard, it is awesome. And if you are somebody who has a lot of customers, you're like, great, I'm not on Facebook. This is it. All right. What's awesome is it sends push notifications to your challengers when you post something in there. And it also lets you see when was the last time your challenger checked into this challenge group? When was the last time that they did their workout? Did they get their workout in today? It's a great way for you to be in tune with your challengers. And what's awesome is it's not a group on Facebook. It's an app right on their phone. They don't have to go into Facebook to access the group. For me personally, I will be transitioning to just using the Challenge Group app in a little bit as soon as I have time to educate myself on it. For right now, I'm still running everything through Facebook, but in the near future, I will be moving everything over to the Challenge Group app because it is Beachbody proven. What if Facebook vanishes? What if it goes away? Right? That's a high possibility, right? This is not a Beachbody affiliated thing. I need to have a way to keep my business going, and the Challenge Group app does that. So I highly encourage you to go into the FAQs, Coach Breaking News. There are video tutorials, how to download it, how to have your challengers in it, educate yourself on it, and go through and run one. Get one going on as we go through. Greatly. So I would love to see your video about the Challenge Group app. It's really, really awesome. They announced it at Summit this past year, and they were ready to release it, but then they didn't want to release it until they had all the kinks worked out. So they're really working hard, and they're taking our input to heart and really making it awesome. So know that it is not 100% ready yet, but it's ready enough that we can start using it, and that they're willing and able to make changes to it. They've already made changes to it since the coaches have been using it so far. So that's a great thing for us to look into for the future. The next thing, our Success Club incentive this month. I haven't figured out what I'm doing for our team yet. I'll get that to you guys in a little bit, but for our corporate incentive. Anybody who hits Success Club 5 or higher gets a performance sampler pack. So that's a pretty darn good incentive for hitting Success Club this month. It's a great way for you to try new products and speak from experience then. When you're talking to your challengers and they say they need something to help them get up and do their morning workout, energize is the thing. If they're waking up really sore, recover would be awesome for them. Hydrate through their workout. So that is a great Success Club incentive that corporate is doing. So definitely get that. Get yourself a Success Club and get that performance sampler pack. It is awesome thing that they are doing for us this month. Okay, let me keep going here. All right, the one thing I really want to touch on tonight too is your power hour reinforcement, okay? Guys, we talk about the power hour and it's something you learn in your coach training, but are you doing it every single day? And I'll post this photo in our team page of this power hour checklist. You know, we sit down and you're like, oh, I got to get my power hour in. But what do you do when you sit down? That power hour is a focused 1 hour where you are dedicated to running your business. And this checklist is something that is perfect for doing that with, all right? This is something you can go right down through and check things off. And if you finish in 45 minutes, awesome. That means you have 15 more minutes to maybe go back and continue conversations. Go and make a really great graphic on PicMonkey or Photify. But this power hour, these business behaviors are the things that are going to move your business forward because you're going to do them every day consistently over time. Okay? So the power hour, his daily needs to happen. I promise you, if you do it every single day, you're going to have success in this business. This isn't a power every once in a while. It's a power hour every day. And hop on a live power hour. I know that I posted in the team page when Melanie Mitra was doing her live power hour. As I watch her team pages, as I'm on her leadership calls, I will pass down when she's doing those things to you again. And if you are able to hop on a live power hour, get great advice and great feedback. I know if you were able to hop on her live power hour that I posted, you got some great tools and great information to really help you with your business. And it's a great thing to be a part of, and we will be doing one with Legacy United on the 28th. So I hope there's going to be one in between there. With the Success Club trip this month, right in the middle of the month, it's kind of tricky to have one of the other leaders do it. But if Melanie does one, I will be sure that our team knows about it and you can hop on it and be a part of it. The next thing, our team, I really want to make us a Success Club culture team, because if you are hitting Success Club every single month without fail, you are moving your business forward without a doubt. That means you're bringing in commissions. If you're hitting Success Club, you're covering your Shakeology. You are covering your business service fees every single month. Okay. It also brings in new customers to your pipeline, more people in a challenge group, more customer base for you. Okay, people who could potentially turn into coaches on your team. Success Club is where it's at. Okay, so what's going to be a little different on our team page? If you notice, our leaderboard cover photo is all Success Club based, right? Jillian rocked it out this past month. She had 24 Success Club points. So she has a cute little picture of herself there because she was our top Success Club earner, and it'll be there all month long. Okay, Success Club is where it's at. And I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm going to be rooting there right beside you. I'm going to have videos in there every single week with tips to hit Success Club and what you're doing. And we keep track of our points in our pinned document at the top of the page, but I want you guys to start putting them in order from greatest to least so that you see where you stand. I know for me, when I was a new coach, there were a couple people in the Legacy United team page that I was like in an unspoken competition with. Like, who? They're at Success Club 6 and I'm at 4. I need to get on my game. I need to be at the top of that leaderboard. I need to be at the top of that little list in that group. You know, unspoken, totally intrinsic motivation from my end. But I want you guys to see where each other are at, and I want you guys to know that, you know, it's possible to do things. So I'm going to be providing you with videos each week and tips on how to do it. As an added incentive, the first person to hit Success Club 5 in our entire organization, you will receive a free workout tank from me. And first person to hit Success Club 10 will get a performance sampler. So those are some added incentives for you to hit Success Club early in the month. Now, I will say, as I am working my business, I'm inviting and talking to more people in the beginning part of my month than at the end of my month. And that just is the nature of the beast. I want to hit Success Club as early as I can in the beginning of the month. When you have 1 out of every 10 people you talk to say, yes, give me more information, I want to get to that ratio as many times as I can. So I'm going to talk to more people at the front end of the month so I hit my goals faster. Do I still invite every single day? Yes, I do. But it tapers off once I hit Success Club. And then at the end of the month, I'll pick it up a little bit more to lead into the new month. All right, if you're only talking to one person a day, you're not going to hit Success Club. You may be scraping by the 31st this month to hit Success Club. You need to be holding conversations with multiple people every single day to reach your goals, okay? So Success Club, I want us to live and breathe it this month and from here on out, because if you're hitting Success Club, you're moving your business forward. You know, we're really blessed in Beachbody to have Success Club as a benchmark in our business, because so many people, when they start a business, they don't know when they're successful. They don't have anything to measure their success. We have a measure for success every single month. If you're hitting Success Club every single month, you're moving your business forward. And that's a great thing to have in Beachbody to help keep us accountable as we go through. With that said, our February leaderboard, guys, you blew it out of the water. It was awesome. We went from 200 total points in January to 290 total points in February. So that means 145 lives were changed by Classically Fit this month. And I could not be more proud. You guys are awesome. You know, it always, I have chills talking to you guys right now about this, because I remember making my first leaderboard and there were like 3 people on there, and one was me and one was my husband. So it was so cool to make this leaderboard and really just watch the growth of our team and, how many amazing leaders we have budding and how many people we have coming to join our team. And it is really, really great every single week to make these leaderboards. And, I can't wait to see what this total number is next month, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be off the charts. You guys are on fire, and we are in this to, change lives and really impact people in such a positive way. A really big shout out again to Jillian for Success Club 24 and Lindsay and Callie, everybody. I'm always really humbled by the number of people in Success Club 10 every single month. I think that is a true testament to you guys, to the leaders on our team hitting that milestone and then reinforcing it to your other coaches in your teams. And, maybe you're a brand new coach and you're like, well, what's the difference between Success Club 10 and Success Club 5? Success Club is Success Club, whether you hit it 5 or 10, however many points. The difference is Success Club 5, you are moving your business forward. Success Club 10, you are supercharging your business forward. And Success Club 10 means you're helping more people. And what's great is we have that lead program. In Success Club 10, you get the benefit of those paid leads coming through each month. So the people who order Shakeology off the website, you get commissions off of their orders. So it is definitely worth that push to get to those Success Club 10, because it's overall a great benefit to your business as you go through. So keep up the great work. I am so pumped about this. Another thing that we're going to be starting every single month is our Success Club share. And I'm going to take 3 people from our leaderboard, and I happen to pick the top 3 on our leaderboard, so Jillian and Lindsay and Callie. And I want you guys to, I'm going to ask different coaches on our team to share their top tips. How did they do it? Jillian, how did you get Success Club last month? Lindsay and Callie. So I'm going to hand it over to Jillian real quick, and she's going to share her top tips that she followed last month to hit Success Club 24. She's an Emerald coach, and she's doing awesome. Go ahead.
Thanks, Callie. Thank you. Hi, everybody. So wow, February is my first month as a coach. First, let me make sure, can everyone hear me? Yeah, okay. First month as a coach, kind of overwhelmingly high inquiries. I think the main thing, when I was a challenger, I was kind of already doing a lot of these coaching things. For example, posting recipes, those post-workout selfies. So as a challenger, before I even realized I was marketing, I was kind of already grabbing interest. So I posted my transformation picture, stated that I was a coach, and bam, like I had a lot of inquiries right off the bat. So honestly, I owe a lot of my success to that. Didn't have to do too much convincing this past month. It was kind of a beginner's luck, but I'm hoping that I can keep it up for sure. just, I mean, those posts, keep them consistent, keep them positive, switch it up. You know, you're posting about recipes, workouts, work, family. You want to be relatable. I mean, I know that I'm reiterating a lot from what Allie and Lindsay and everyone has taught me. But it's just those vitals. You know, you're inviting, you're posting, you're sharing, you're being positive, and those people will come to you. I wrote down, I've been kind of checking it out, and I've realized that for every about 4 invites that I have sent out, one person has reached out to me. So that's pretty crazy in my opinion. You know, a lot of these people who are in my groups, I didn't even have to reach out to and invite. They came to me simply because, oh, I saw that you've been posting and you're doing great. What are you doing? Let me learn more. So that's fantastic. So keep those posts going, because it really will bring in the crowd for sure. A good tip that I have, I send my initial invite. You know, it's very general. Hey, I'm looking for positive women. Would you be interested in joining my challenge group? Can I give you some more information? Right following that, I always show them my before and after. I've got pictures from before the 21 days and after. And usually that's a nice grabber for them. You know, just tell them, if I can do it, you can. Check out this transformation. You know, you have to see it to believe it. Literally, this happened to my body in 21 days. And then that kind of gets you on a roll to let me show you how the same can happen to you. So that's been a big helper for myself. And then just emphasize the challenge group and the challenge packs. You know, I'm always telling people, you've got to have that group accountability. If you're anything like me, I always needed the workout buddy, somebody to drag my butt to the gym. The challenge groups are vital for success. So when you've got those folks who, oh, I've already got the containers, I've already got the Shakeology, you know, really emphasize the importance of getting a challenge pack, whether it's just the Beachbody On Demand or the 3-day refresh like Allie suggested, because being a part of those challenge groups is just vital for success. I think that was my main 3 pointers. Yeah.
Great, Jillian. And I think the biggest thing that I know as I was listening to you was you were being unapologetically yourself on your social media, and you were showing people a glimpse into your life that they could do it too. Would you agree?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to be relatable. I'm no bodybuilder fitness group. I'm just a, you know, regular old girl out here trying to do what's right. And yeah, anybody can, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the message that you want to put out there for people to come and join you in the competition. So great tips, Jillian. I really appreciate you.
Thanks, Allie.
On and sharing with us.
Yeah.
Lindsay, take it away.
Okay, so I'm in a different position than Jillian. I've been coaching since basically since August. So I've had to get a little bit more creative on my approach because I don't want to get stale. So my 3 tips for Success Club, honestly, I've really been focusing on the follow-ups. I shared with my team that my entire Success Club last month were follow-ups. There were no new invites that actually committed to a challenge pack. So it was really cool to see that those connections I made in October came back around in February. So at least half of my follow-ups every month are through, or all of my Success Club, half of them are through follow-ups. So I keep a detailed tracker to make sure that I can keep track of who I've invited. And also I use the power of free trackers to go back and document when I'm going to follow up with them. After I've connected with them, I stay visual on their Facebook posts, and I try to keep that connection going. So even if they ignore me, I always stay visual on their Facebook. And, you know, I have my certain people. Jillian was one of them. I knew I wanted them in my group, and I was not going to let down until they joined me. So I just keep going. I just continue to strengthen the friendship that's non-Beachbody related, because you don't want to make people feel like you're only talking to them because you want them to join their challenge group. So you just have to keep that connection going. So at the beginning of every month, I make a dump list of all the people that I want to invite, past people that I've had that I want to follow up with, and also people that have been showing a lot of interest on my posts. I always add them to that list as well. Another thing I've been doing is creating high traction posts that don't necessarily have anything to do with Beachbody. So one thing I was noticing was the same people were liking my posts, which kind of showed me that I was only reaching a certain number of people through my Facebook. So as we all know, the more people like your post, the more you're going to show up on their newsfeed. So I create these high traction posts. Like I created one last week that had to do with the couch. We weren't planning on buying a leather couch because we're not spending $2,000 on a leather couch. But I put it up there. I said upholstery or leather, and people went crazy on it. Like I had people that never liked my posts, just crazy. So I've noticed this week they're liking my posts and they're Beachbody related. So they caught their attention and it brought them to me. Things with opinion, anything you can do. I think that Facebook Live is a really cool thing to start utilizing. It's new, it's trendy, and no one's really using it yet. We used it yesterday in the car coming back, and we got a lot of traction from that too. So I think that's a cool way to start reaching more people on your Facebook. And then the last thing was I really upped the amount of invites I was doing. Honestly, I was only inviting probably 5 people a day, and it wasn't cutting it. I wasn't getting enough people responding back to me, and I had to up that drastically. So there's days where I'm doing 10 to 15 invites a day. And I also had to start increasing my market size. I had to start adding a lot of friends. I started with 320 friends, and now I have 1,200. I have to add a lot of people every day, or you run out of people to invite. So you just have to, just really expand your market. So those are the 3 things that I've been using, and I'm hoping that it keeps going for March.
Great, Lindsay. Those were awesome tips. And I love that you mentioned high traffic posts with nothing to do with Beachbody. Guys, if you ask somebody for their opinion, they will tell you till the end of time why you should buy the pink shoes instead of the blue shoes. Like, I'm telling you, those types of things, people love to share their opinion. So definitely talk about that stuff. That was a great tip, Lindsay. Callie, can you go ahead and share some tips?
Sure. Thanks for having me on here, Allie.
Yeah, absolutely.
My big 3 things that worked well for me this past month. So I just lucked out that my hammer and chisel round ended right at the beginning of February. So I posted my transformation photos literally on February 1st. It was great timing, and that drew so many people, not only to like, but to comment. And then from there, those are the people that I messaged. And I had some people message me out of the blue saying, okay, now you've got my attention. So try not to be afraid to post your transformation. And it doesn't always have to be physical, and you don't have to be at your perfect body weight. Just show that you're changing in some way. So this month, I've really changed a lot, mentally and kind of emotionally through this business and through my workout. So that's going to kind of be where I go within the next week with mine. So just transformations in general have been a really big help for me. Then my second tip is to not be choosy about who you're inviting. So when I first started, I would go through my friends list and I'd be like, she's kind of high maintenance. She would never want to do something like this. Or she's kind of more on the lazy side. She'd never want to do something like this. And that is very judgmental of me, and I understand that. I'm willing to admit it. However, when I stopped putting on those blinders and actually just said, you know what, I'm going for it, those are the people that have committed. And it's really surprising to me that probably 5 of my challengers this month are people I thought would never, ever, ever do a workout program. So try not to be picky about who you choose to send an invite to. Honestly, if they're on your Facebook, send them an invite. And then the last thing that I've been really working on is I noticed within the last couple weeks that my invite process has really been slowing down. I haven't been getting responses or interest back. And so just this past weekend, I sat down and I said, where's my bottleneck? So if you're finding that something is slowing down, invite-wise or response-wise or follow-up-wise, really go through your past posts in the last few weeks and figure out where is the stop? What is causing them to stop responding? Are they just not responding to my initial invite? Do they lose interest once I start talking to them about different programs? or can I not even get the invite out? Am I running out of people to invite? That's where I was stuck. I was inviting more people than I was adding to my Facebook page. So in the last week, I have blown up adding people and making connections so that this week I'm ready to send out invites. So that for me was the bottleneck, but your bottleneck could be anywhere. So really try to evaluate where you're getting stopped and change the step right before it so that you can push past that blockage. So those are my tips.
That was great, Callie. And I love that bottleneck analogy. I love that. That was fantastic. And that can be different for every single person, just like Callie said, where hers was she didn't have enough people to invite. And I want to go off of that and just say, don't compare yourselves to other coaches on our team in this business because they're at a completely different place in their business. You may come into this business with 102 friends on Facebook, or somebody else could come into this business with 1,200 friends on Facebook. So automatically their market is 100 times bigger than yours. And they're going to have more people to invite right off the bat. So you can't compare your success or your, not hitting Success Club to somebody else because it's your business, it's your journey. So I really, really appreciate you three sharing your tips. They were awesome. And I really, I think if all of us apply what we just heard, we could wrap up the call right now. I think that was great. But you guys really gave us some great tips and great advice. And you guys are all at very different stages in your business. It just kind of worked out that way. We have a brand new coach. We have a diamond coach since August. Callie, you've been with us since the fall. So, it was a great mix of ladies to get some tips from, all at very different points in their business. So great job, girls. And we'll hear from 3 new people next week with their tips for Success Club. Yes, absolutely, Elsie. I know you're probably like, holy cow, this is so overwhelming. She's a brand new coach, but you'll get the hang of it, girl. Don't worry. All right. So keep going. Social media, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because let's be realistic. MLM companies are blowing up our social media, aren't they? We are, we have Jamberry, we have LuLaRoe, we have Beachbody, we have, Youngnique. We have all of these different things, right? And all of these people are doing this. MLM is just multi-level marketing, network marketing. And we're part of an MLM. Beachbody is an MLM. And when we have those things on there, what sets us apart from the people selling It Works or essential oils or whatever the product is that you're working with, right? So it all boils down to how we present the information. Would you guys agree? For me personally, I can't stand it when I'm added into a Facebook group without my permission. That is an instant turnoff, and I will never purchase programs or anything from somebody who just automatically assumes that I want to learn all about their information. So for me, that's something that is a big turnoff for me. And we don't do that as Beachbody coaches, okay? So we are going to talk tonight. I'm going to walk you through some examples of how we share versus sell and what are some great posting ideas that you can put on your social media and how you can share your story. I want you to think of your Facebook page as your job now. Okay. If you are committed to coaching in Beachbody, your social media has to be about Beachbody, guys. Okay. So we're not going to post about politics. Okay. As much as you may hate Donald Trump, don't post about it. Okay. Because for every person who likes Donald Trump on your newsfeed, there's going to be somebody who does. And that's somebody who's not going to look at your Beachbody stuff because they're so tore up about what you posted about Donald Trump. Okay. So you kind of want to keep your social media positive. I get so many messages back, even if it's from somebody who's a no, that says, but I love your positivity. My newsfeed needs more of that. So make sure when you're sharing all of your stuff that you are sharing it in a way that's positive and that is not salesy. And I will admit, I'm going to share a post from you whenever I was 2 weeks into my Beachbody business of an ugly post, something that you should not do for Beachbody. And I will tell you what, it didn't get a lot of traffic because I was brand new. I didn't know what I was doing, and you're going to make mistakes. And it's how we overcome those mistakes and how we make things better. And you have to start somewhere, right? And you're going to make mistakes, and know that you're going to make mistakes in this business. I make mistakes all the time still. It's a learning curve, and you move forward from your mistakes. So we're going to talk about a few things here. I'm going to have lots of different examples to share with you, and it's going to be a lot of me talking, and I'm not going to read the posts to you. You guys are perfectly capable of reading them. But I want you guys to think of, as you're inviting to all of your different, you're sending out your invitations. I want you get objections all the time, right? Too expensive. I don't have time for that. Everything. I want you guys to write out every single objection you ever get. You guys can even start chatting in the chat bar. Every objection that you guys get. For me, I get objections of price, time, energy, all of those different objections. Oh, I could never do what you do. I'm nursing my children right now. Me too. Like all of those different things. I get all kinds of things. Or, we're really trying to get pregnant right now, so I can't start a workout program. This is the perfect time to start a workout program if you're trying to get pregnant. Like all of those different things come into my daily conversations with people. So go ahead and get the feed going for all the different objections that you get, because I guarantee you're going to see something tonight where you're like, oh, that's a good way to talk about that. I need to remember that. And then you're going to go follow this person on Facebook and learn how to create your own post as you go through. All right. So first up, sharing versus selling. This is a good example. I did this. I am about 7 or 8 months pregnant in this picture whenever I did this. I don't know why I'm hiding my baby belly, but for whatever reason, it's not there. I'm not going to read this to you, but this is an invite to a challenge group. And notice it has me in it. Okay, I am not putting a picture of Autumn Calabrese's little booty up there. It is me in my 8-month pregnant glory there, talking about those little portion containers and how they changed my life. Okay, I am talking from experience in this picture, in this post. Okay, talking about how I was a huge skeptic at first, how Matt told me to go buy the program on Amazon because it would be cheaper. And I said, no, I really want to give this accountability group a shot. And how, I was totally floored at how much food actually fit into these things and how I'm able to dictate this into my lifestyle. All right. So this is a good example of a challenge group invite. Okay, you don't always have to have these big fancy, this is when my challenge group is starting. I got a lot of traffic on this post and a couple challenge packs sold from this because it spoke from experience. It overcame the objection that you're not going to eat anything on this program, right? That's what I think a lot of people think is, I'm going to eat salads all the time. I'm going to be starving, everything. And that overcame that objection. Now, all of my posts leading up to this post were sharing meals, sharing how I use my containers. I think I was working through the 21-day fix workouts at this point. So I was sharing everything about this. And then my call to action to them was, come join me on the journey. Okay. Notice how this is not salesy. Okay, this is not asking somebody to come buy a product from me. I'm asking them to come join me because it's changed my life and I know it can change theirs too. All right, so this is a good example. Here is a bad example. This was me, July 17th, 2014, about 2 sentences, and look at this picture. Okay, number one, Autumn Calabrese is fantastic, but I want abs like Autumn Calabrese, but guys, this is a terrible example, or it's a great example of what not to do. Let's put it that way, because there's nothing about me in this picture. Nothing. This is very, very salesy. This makes me go, ew, I don't want to buy that. This does not make me stop on my news feed. This makes me want to scroll right on past. There's a lot of words. There's a lot of, merchandise laying out. People are not there to buy something on your Facebook wall. So stop trying to sell them a product in a post, because they don't want to buy it. They're not there to buy it. You're not Amazon. You're not Walmart. You're not Target. They're not there to buy something. So stop trying to get them to buy something from you. You need to share it. They need to know why. Why should they do this? My text with this spoke nothing about my journey, that I lost 6 pounds the first time I did this. And then after 3 rounds, I was back to my pre-pregnancy weight. This spoke nothing of my journey. It didn't touch anybody emotionally. Okay, this didn't make anybody stop. And you know who liked this? My coach. That was it. Nobody else liked this. Nobody else has it going. All right. So this is a really good bad example. All right. This is a bad way to share our challenge group, to share opportunity. Do not think that all of a sudden you're a Beachbody coach. You need to only talk about the 21-day fix or hammer and chisel or the 3-day refresh or PIO, whatever program you came with. You have been affected in so many ways besides using these great programs. So talk about that. Talk about how you were a skeptic and now you're a believer. All of those things. People want to know your story and why you do what you do. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Okay, if you make it affordable for them, if you say that I'm not on a diet, like I eat my pizza, I eat my ice cream, people are going to say, well, I want to eat pizza and I want to look like her. So make sure you're sharing your journey. Make it real. All right. I think this is the only bad example because I think this is a new coach. Everybody makes this mistake. So I wanted to make sure I shared this because it's so easy to make that mistake and I don't want you to. So here's a great way to share Shakeology. This is from my upline, Val Bozzo, and it was fantastic because guess what? She didn't say Shakeology one time in that post. Not once. She's sharing it, okay? She is talking about what it does for her, the benefits, and why she loves it so much and how it affects her. This post was awesome. It was fantastic. If you are not already following Val Bozzo, you need to be. She is phenomenal. All right. She's a 10-star. She is the #1 coach in Mississippi, and she is awesome. So you need to be following Val Bozzo if you're not already following her. Her posts are like this every single day. All right. She's a great way of sharing her journey and not being salesy at all. Okay. Do you see how this is such a better way to share Shakeology than that typical, got my superfoods in today? All right. Make sure you are coming up with creative ways. This does not mean go find this post on Val's wall and copy and paste it and make it your own. That's not what it means. Use this as inspiration. Okay. Jillian, perfect. I have not had a headache in months. Awesome. All right. Talk about that. You don't have to say Shako at all. Okay. You can obviously share it in another way. Don't feel like you have to constantly be throwing the products in people's faces. All right. If they follow you, they're going to know what you're doing. You don't got to talk about the products as much. Okay. This is another one from Val. All right. She's getting her toes done. And she's like, you know what? When they give you pizza, you go with it and you eat the pizza. All right. This is showing people that she's an actual human being. Now, if you follow Val, you know she has one of the best 6-packs I've ever seen in my entire life after 2 babies. And this shows people that she splurges and she's a human being too. And that she just doesn't eat salads all the time. Okay. So this is a great way, a great example of sharing your life. All right. This post has nothing to do with Beachbody whatsoever. All right. But what woman doesn't love pizza, and what woman doesn't love getting a foot massage at the nail salon? All right. Every woman loves that. She is speaking directly to her market in this post, and it's not Beachbody related at all. Okay. So keep that in mind as you go through and you're sharing your journey. Think about, I shared a great post today. It was just a selfie of me going to Target. And I was like, I will stick to my list. I will stick to my list. And it blew up, guys. I'm talking like 15 comments, I think, on that post. And, it was quick. It was easy and totally non-Beachbody related. But guess what my market is? Moms who love Target. So it spoke to them. All right. So this is a great example of non-Beachbody and showing you as you go through. Sharing your journey. Jen Guthrie is another great coach to follow, along with Bonnie Engel. Jen showing how she is eating a soft pretzel and how it's awesome. And it's totally worth the splurge. All right. Bonnie Engel here. This is a great way that she is sharing her after workout sweaty selfie. All right. And she goes, my hair looks awful, but look at my shoulders. They're looking great. And that is just sharing how, that's sharing part of her transformation. All right. But it's super lighthearted, right? It appeals to people because everybody has messy hair after they work out. Not everybody's as gorgeous as Bonnie Engel, of course, but it talks to a great testament as to how her body is transforming through her journey. Okay. And Jen is awesome. Definitely follow Jen Guthrie. She's fantastic. Her posts are liquid gold all the time. So you can follow her and it's fantastic. But it's a great way to get interaction, and it shares people how you actually are, right? Because you don't live, breathe, fitness and eating clean and everything. You have a life outside of Beachbody. And don't forget what Facebook was meant to be used for, socializing. So make sure you're being social on your Facebook page. Next one, another Bonnie Engel. Bonnie Engel is phenomenal at overcoming objections in her posts. She's phenomenal at them. Okay. People, you don't get that body at home. You have to be sneaking off to the gym. Okay. And she overcame that objection in this post. All right. So if you need help with how to overcome objections in your post, go follow Bonnie Engel and go back and look through her posts, because you're going to try and look for a flashy graphic and it's not going to be a flashy graphic. It's going to be her taking a mirror selfie, and her text speaks of the objection. All right. And it allows her to be really successful. And you're going to find that if you start overcoming objections in your posts, people aren't going to give them to you when you invite them and when you talk to them, because you've already answered the objection that they have. You've overcome it already. Don't you want your messages to be easier? Don't you want talking to people to be easier? Absolutely. So overcome your objections publicly on your wall. Next one, another Bonnie Engel. All right. She's sitting down on a work to do a Friday, but she's staying up late to build her dreams or else someone else will hire you to build theirs. All right. This is a great way to share the business. She's sharing the business opportunity right here. You see how she just kind of slid that in there? Shared the business opportunity. It wasn't some big flashy join my team. She was very, very tactfully sharing the business opportunity with somebody. Simple, right? 243 likes on her post. Okay, now she has a huge following, and I don't want you to think you're going to post this one time and get 243 likes. You're not going to. All right, there are so many great ways to share how you do what you do without putting flashy things in somebody's face. Nobody wants to see that. Okay, what is going to make you actually read the text? What is actually going to make you stop? Have you noticed that in every single one of these posts, the person is in the picture? Have you noticed that? It's not a picture of their Shakeology water bottle. It's not a picture of just their weights. They're holding their Shakeology. They're lifting their weights. They're holding their weights. They are in the picture because you are your brand. You're selling you. They want to buy into what you do. We know Shaco is going to do amazing things for their cravings, but they have to see you drinking the Shaco. All right. Next one. Be real. Jen Guthrie is so good at being real on her posts, guys. She had a dinner fail tonight and she shared it and she was able to laugh about it. All right. And was posted like an hour ago. So she's going to get a ton of traffic on this post. All right. But she's sharing how, hey, I'm not all, I don't have it all together all the time. I make big faux pas with my dinner plans, and I was going to share it with you guys. And you know what? We ended up making scrambled eggs instead because it's easy. So share your journey and be real with people. Nobody wants to be people want to be perfect, but nobody's perfect. So if you're portraying this perfect lifestyle and this perfect life, nobody's going to relate to you. You need to be relatable to people. Nobody is going to be able to be perfect. And if you're only showing the good, if you're only showing the perfect parts, people are going to have a really hard time relating to you. All right. So here's your call to action tonight. I want you to think, what do all these posts have in common? The person's in the picture, right? They're sharing their journey. They're not being super flashy Beachbody all the time. All right. They're sharing how they're incorporating this into your life. How is this working for you? Then I want you to ask yourself, well, how can I improve my posts? Are you guilty of putting a picture of Autumn Calabrese up instead of you? I was. Were you guilty of maybe taking that random Shakeology selfie and being like, love this stuff, all right, instead of actually speaking to what it's doing for you? So how can you improve your post? And do you add value in your post, or do you just put fillers up there? Like, oh, Allie said I need to post 3 to 5 times a day. So I'm going to, haven't posted anything yet today. So I'm going to get 5 posts in the next hour, and 4 of them are going to be my kids. And then 1 of them is going to be a picture of the Shakeology bag saying, ask me if you want more information. Okay. So add value. Don't just put fillers up there. I would rather you have 3 amazing value-filled social media posts in your page a day than 5 really terrible posts. Okay. So take time, put thought behind your posts. And I want you to ask yourself, am I sharing my journey or am I just there to sell a product? All right. Think about it. There's a difference between sharing how you use these products and how they have affected your life in a positive way than just posting a picture of your sweaty selfie and saying, ask me for more information. Because guess what? Nobody's going to message you and ask you for more information if you're just selling things. People want to see why you're doing it, and they want to see a change so that they can see themselves make a change in the future. All right. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. Do you guys have any questions for me about anything that we covered at all? Do you guys have any questions about things we didn't cover at all? All right, well, I hope that you were able to get something out of this call, even if it was the awesome tips that we had for how our top earners last month hit Success Club, whether it was a couple new people to follow on Facebook, how to share your journey a little bit better. I highly encourage you guys, if you're not already following those top coaches, make sure you do so. There's a reason we tell you to do that in your coach training. And it's because if you watch people, you are able to then emulate them later. And, for me, I have a file on my computer. Well, I will save things and put it in there. If I like that post, I will save it and put it in there for an idea bank. And that doesn't mean copy and paste it and then put your picture there. That means to take it and use it as an idea. All right. So I really hope that this was a good call for you guys. Awesome, guys. I'm glad that you guys got something out of it. And yes, Jab, 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 Right Hook. That is an awesome, awesome book to read about how to do your social media marketing. It's a great book by Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's actually our guest speaker at Summit this year, Gary Vaynerchuk. So I'm very excited to have him come speak to us at Summit. Liesel, great. You can click on the little arrow on the post and click save to, and then it saves it over on like your sidebar on Facebook. It saves all those posts. That's how I save videos that I like of my kids to show Matt whenever he gets home. Yeah, I'll post these slides in the team page underneath the call recording in our file section. Okay, so that way you guys can go back and you can reference them for sure. Okay, any other questions tonight? All right, well, thanks so much for hopping on the call, guys, and thank you to Jillian and Callie and Lindsay for sharing your tips for Success Club. And, let's hit it out of the park, guys. I know we have a couple people with Success Club points on the board. Erin Alberry has 2 points, and Haley Hydock has 2 points. So great job, guys. You guys are rocking it out already. And remember, first person to Success Club 5, workout tank. First person Success Club 10, performance sampler from me. All right, so let's really get after it. And I want to be able to, shout out some rock stars next week who are hitting Success Club. All right, our call next week will be on Monday, same time, 8:30. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your night. All right, bye, guys.